Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Liz Charlton. Please be sure to subscribe. So I'm about to do my makeup, and I think it would be a good idea to do like a fun fact with me while I get ready. So I saw this concept on TikTok and I thought it would be a good idea to bring it to YouTube so you guys can get to know me a little bit more, because I think the last time I did one of these were like back when I started my YouTube channel. So I already started my eyebrows and we're just gonna dive straight into it. So my name is Lisania. It's pronounced Lisania, not lasagna, not lasagna, Lisania. So I am originally from Jamaica. I've been in the UK for 8 years and I am living in London. I do have both parents here, but I do live alone. I'm trying to navigate this life, you know, by myself pretty much. I am 27 and I'm an Aquarius babe. I am pretty much an introvert. I do love spending time alone. I also love going out and socializing on the other hand as well, but I do not like to do it too much because too much of one thing is just too much for me. Basically, it can be a bit draining, so I like when I go out, I have to have times when I don't do anything just to kind of like come back to myself. I have a lot of siblings. On my dad's side there's around 20 something of us. I don't know 20 how much, but I know it's 20 a lot, 20 too much. I don't really have relationship with majority of them. It's about 3 of us on my mom's side. I have an older sister. She's the oldest of all of us. She's around 31 I think, or coming up 31. And I have a younger brother, which means I'm the middle child. And I'm the middle child to the core. When I tell you, like, middle child to the core, like, you know, when they say like middle child get the worst treatment or they're like forgotten, like I am that middle child. But to be fair, I've created something for myself and I've done so well for myself, and I didn't ask to be here, but I am here. So we just have to get on with it, you know, which I am fine by. It doesn't bother me at all. But parents treat the middle child a little bit better. Eyebrows are literally taking like, I don't think they're coming out well. Like I said, I'm not really a big, oops, this video is like a hot mess, isn't it already? I'm not really like a doing the makeup and talk type of person, but let me just get this over it and then I'll be telling you guys a bit more about me, of course. Okay, my eyebrows are finished and they're not the best as I normally do them, but that's okay. So I do work a 9 to 5 along with doing content creation. Sometimes it's a bit of a struggle because working a 9 to 5 and spending majority of your time at work, and then I don't work from home, by the way, and then having to come home. I still try to stay up with like my health and going to the gym and all that. It makes me feel good. I don't think I can like skip it out of my routine and just go into work. It's just gonna be like I recently created a new Instagram because the other one I think is dead. I've had that account from 2013 and I'm not really seeing much from it, so I decided to create a new Instagram account and I'm doing a challenge on that account, which I'm hoping will work, but we will see that. If you want to know more about that, you can go on my TikTok. So my favorite part about growing up in Jamaica is more like the community. I think that's what we really lack here in the UK. We don't really have a sense of community and it's basically every man for themselves. So you can you have your neighbors and you basically don't know who they are, and something can happen to you on the street and people literally like hold their heads straight because they just don't want to get involved. My favorite feature about myself, I think, is my smile. I really love my smile and I get loads of compliment about my smile as well. I've done my teeth as well. I did my teeth maybe 4 years now, or probably less. I can't remember exactly when, but I did like an Invisalign treatment. So throughout my daily life, because I'm living in the UK, I speak a bit of like this English so people can understand me, but my accent is still there. I never want to change my accent. That's one thing that I love about me as well. Like once you hear me speak, you know that I'm from Jamaica, but I speak well enough for you to understand what I'm saying. Throughout my daily life, when I'm speaking to like my friends, family, I do speak in patois. I'm a type of person where I don't take every and anyone like to be friends. I am quite an observant person, so I tend to like stay quiet at first when I know people, just to kind of like observe their vibe, and then we can go from there. But once you get to know me, once I'm comfortable around you, I am like super funny, and I treat people based off how they treat me. But first, when I go into something, I treat people well, and depending on how their vibe is, then it just slowly go down or it just even build up. So you decide the vibe, hun. Concealer. My foundation look like shit. I absolutely love traveling, and I first did my solo travel. I don't know what I was waiting on to do solo traveling, but I decided to go to Budapest to do my first solo traveling. That trip actually was meant to be Paris, but because it was during COVID, I think there was another peak. After we get let out and everything, there was a peak. There was a rise in the cases in Paris, and they ended up closing everyone from the UK. No, I think there was a rise in the cases in the UK and how they were dealing with it. They ended up close all the cases, and I didn't want to quit. I didn't want to cancel my trip because I really wanted to go somewhere. So I decided to go to Budapest instead, and honestly, it was such an amazing trip. I absolutely love like traveling. I also been to Italy. For around my birthday, I've been to a few countries, but I think one of my favorite trip was like a recent one. I always say like Greece. Zante was one of my favorite, but I absolutely love Dubai. Like Dubai is such a beautiful place. Like I had such a great time. Out of from the heat, girl, Dubai is like so nice. I think it's a place that I could see myself going back every year as well, and don't really get like tired of it or annoyed that I'm going back there. So I absolutely love Dubai. Living in London for like a while, you figure out like where you want to live. Do you see yourself living in London? Do you see yourself starting a family here? And for me, it's a big fat no. Like UK is in shambles right now, and I don't think I see myself living here. And I could see myself living in Dubai. I could see myself living there, but I honestly will have to go ahead and test that out for a good 6 months. I also went to New York. I couldn't see myself living in New York because it's too similar to London. So I need something. It's more fast-paced than London, and I'm trying to like do something different basically. I love like tattoos and piercings. I have quite a few tattoos. My first tattoo was one that I have down on my hip. It says Chinny. My pet name is Chin. That's what my family calls me. They call me Chin. When I was going to school back in Jamaica, they call me Chin as well. When coming here in the UK and I started telling people about my name is Lysania, it sounded so weird to me. But now when people call me Chin, it sounds like weird to me because I'm used to being called Liz by majority of the people here. So what I was saying is this tattoo is, my first tattoo is one on my hip called Chinny, and I did that one with my friend that was back in Jamaica. She got one in her, it's like a something stamp, you know, in your back. She got one there, so I was waiting. I was like, let me just get a tattoo as well. I'm just trying to like warm up my face a little bit because my makeup looks a bit crazy. Do I see myself having kids, a family, getting married? 100%, but not right now. I always say that right now it's not really my top priority to have kids and get married. I think my makeup is almost finished. I just need to do like my mascara, and then I think I'm basically finished. One of my favorite quotes that I always like use, maybe sound quite cliche, but it's like everything happens for a reason. I really do believe it, because sometimes you might not know like what the reason is. Whoops. Sometimes you might not know like what the reason is, but maybe that later on down the line, whether that be 3 months, 6 months, couple weeks, you will literally go back and like, things really play out how it should play out, huh? So sometimes it happened for the best, sometimes it happened for the worst, for you to learn from it and then come again. But sis, everything happened for a reason. So if you're going through something right now, or something happened, or I don't know, something good happened, whether it be good or bad, just know that it happened for a reason. Sometimes we question things as well. Myself, I always question things. Question it and you're like, oh, why? Like, why did it happen? Well, you'll find out the reason someday. So it's annoying that you don't really know the reason right now, but you find out the reason someday. And like I said, it doesn't mean that you're gonna find out tomorrow. It can be a couple of years down the line. When you look back, you're like, oh shit, that really happened because of that. But yeah, me finish my mascara. So that's basically my makeup done. I need to do my edges, get dressed because I'm going to be taking some content today. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope it's not really all over the place because I didn't really have like questions. I'd mainly say like things that comes on the top of my head to tell you guys a few facts about me. If you have any more questions, you can leave them down in the comment section down below and I will be sure to answer those for you. Thank you again for watching and I'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Bye!